Discussion. Hearing none. All those in favor?
Aye.
Nays, ayes have it. Item D, consider discuss act upon approving a new solicitation license for Do It Right Solar, soliciting solar panels as applied, subject to compliance with all state regulations and local ordinances, following the conditions of Smithfield Police Department, and notify each time the applicant is soliciting, including in which area the town solicitor will take place. Solicitation may take place between the hours of 9 a.m. and 6 p.m., April 1st to September 30th, 9 a.m. to 5 p.m., October 1st to March 31st. If conditions are not adhered to, the applicant will be required to appear before the town council. I'll entertain a motion.
So moved.
Have a second.
Second.
Any discussion? Hearing none, all those in favor?
Oh, yes,
Oh, sure.
come
It-
forward, yeah.
Is it required, it is required that every time, I'm sorry, this is more of a question for the town, that the solicitors contact the police department each time?
Yeah,
Every day you go out?
Yeah, that's the rule. Not all companies oblige, what I've noticed is since 2018, I've contacted every town, every police department, find out the rules. Every town is different.
Mm.
Where sometimes you just check in, sometimes they want a copy of license, your license plates, or sometimes they charge $20 to 200. Sometimes every town's different, and sometimes it's who you know. And if they know you, it's okay to knock. It's nothing's really regulated in Rhode Island, and I'm trying to get it regulated, do it right, and pay our dues to the town, do the right thing to the clients, educate homeowners how to find their daily usage on their electric bill, because 90% of homeowners don't read their electric bill, but they complain all day about how their rates are so high, but they don't trust the sun. And I believe in God's creation. I believe that it's natural and it's clean. I believe that New England is a big renewable state, and we just need to find someone that actually knows what they're doing, or someone that's been in business, or someone that they could trust, someone that actually owns a house and has solar and sells the product. And that's what I do. I go around meeting people, passing out business cards. I tell them to reach out if they have any questions. I'm on all social media platforms. I make my own clothes. I just moved to Greenville 2 years ago from Boston and from Providence, and I renovated my house for 2 years. I moved in October, and I put solar in December. And today I generated 95 kilowatts of power, and I only use 42 in the morning to charge my car, and I sent back 34, and I have data to prove. Solar works, and I think people are afraid. And the utility company increases 11% a year, and we wouldn't buy a house or lease a car for that 11%. But when you go solar, you're supposed to get a zero increase with a cheaper rate, because the rate in Rhode Island is 31.16 cents as of the last 6 months. Why pay double when you could just pay for your supply? Why pay for supply and delivery when you could put your supply material on your roof, get your delivery for free from the sun? And that's how you save money, by trusting your son and keeping it simple. So I think education is first. I think a buy-in by the town, living here, me wanting to work in my town, my kids go to school at Pleasant View. I just doing the right thing. I have an 800 credit score. I know how I like to be treated, so I want to treat you guys the same, with the utmost respect, traditional business cards. I already know an average house is 2,000 square feet in America. Average house uses 11,000 kilowatts with 4 people living in it. The average bill in Rhode Island is 283, increasing $30 a year. So I could easily just tell you, like, oh, yes, this, boom. All right, so I'll send you some paperwork, drop it off to your house, reach out to me when you're ready. That's the type of business I do. There's no pressure, nothing but numbers, nothing but education. And when I do sit with a client and I tell them about the electric bill and I show them where to find their annual usage, which is on the second page, they're like, wow, you're smart. I'm like, no, I'm just reading the bill, and I'm reading all these charges for home assessments from RISE. You're paying for it, and you're paying for transmission fixed infrastructure. You're paying for low income. You're paying to be connected to the meter. You're paying to use solar energy. You're paying to help with solar grants, and soon the electric vehicle charges might come, just like they do in Mass. the rate is only gonna get more expensive. And I think that's what people don't, they do understand inflation is real, but they don't really understand how solar works. And I would love to be the guy that lives here, that represents Smithfield now, that represents my company. I'm the owner. And I just want to be here for people. I want to be that guy.
How is the financing handled?
Perfect. We have three ways to go solar in America. It's cash, loan, lease to own. When you lease and own the system, you need a 650 to 670 credit score to go solar, no money out of pocket. There's no liens on the house. There's no fires. The engineers involved. Where'd he go? Oh, well, he was here, but the engineers, they
You left
involved-
before you spoke.
he reviews all our plans, for every engineer in the town, the fire department, and also the building inspector. Our engineer stamps in, those plans come to y'all, and y'all review it, y'all give us the permits. So everyone's involved, but the financing is very simple, especially when you finance solar, there's no money out of pocket. You really just get a cheaper rate. But most companies, and I put this on my website, like Sunrun, Rooftop Power, Isaiah Solar, Next Solar, all these companies sell it a lease for a cheaper rate. Let's say they sell from 31 down to 20. Then they slap a 2.9 annual increase every year. So people think they're getting a good deal. They're like, hey, I just went from 31 cents for 11% interest down to 20 cents for 3% interest. Well, where's the 3% going to? To the company, to the sun? Why are you taxing the sun? With my company, IGS Solar is the #1 finance company in America, located out of Ohio. They're a utility company, just like Rhode Island Energy. And what they do, IGS, they believe in clean energy. So what they do, they're just like, hey, I'll give you 15 cents, zero increase. Imagine going from 300 down to 150, and that 150 for electricity never increases. After 25 years or after 5 years, you have the option to pay off your material. Now you don't got a bill. That's generation wealth. This is what America's for. It's to own your house, own your property, own your time, own your food, own your water, own everything, your cars, pay it off, own your power plant. So one day you can leave this assets to your family. Because that's what we do it for. That's why we own, right? We don't rent. So that's the concept about solar. Own it. Take control. Fight. And I think people are just so caught up of recommendations, and they're coming in there and they're sweeping them off their feet. They're not knowing what they use and what they're getting. And I think it's so simple to find what you use and what you need. And that's the why people resent solar.
What happens upon transfer of ownership? Is there an assumption that does the new homeowner assume all the terms and conditions of the existing contract?
Yes, absolutely. If the new homeowner wants to take on that, like for example, if you had solar and I wanted to buy your house, to transfer over the solar material or the contract, I need to show the bank proof of ownership. One, that's the first step. Then I need a DocuSign from you and me that you're transferred into my name. And also, I need you to educate me how much power you have on your house and what's your monthly bill so I can compare it to Rhode Island Energy. And a new homeowner like myself really might not want that contract. So I might just get a pre-approval for extra 600,000. Your house is 500. I'll give you 20,000 and pay off the system. Because that's what I would do to walk into that house with just a mortgage, no utility bills, and everything in there is fixed.
So the new homeowner would have to come in and buy out that existing
They-
contract or ask the existing homeowner for a credit.
Correct. Either or, either the homeowner's going to take the hit or the new homeowner will take the hit. But if they don't want to pay it off, they could easily just use the power plant
Right.
on the roof. And I think that's what we do. We rent our power now. We rent our power from Rhode Island Energy that's been around for Narragansett. They made in Providence, the electric company, been around since the 90s. National Grid, bought out by Rhode Island Energy. They don't care about us. The government, excuse my French, but the politicians, they're all like cool like that, So I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna go solar because I want to be with them. I want them to make money with the utility company, Rhode Island Energy. So what I look at it as me being a partner with them. They buy my power, they regenerate it, and they sell it to these citizens behind me that doesn't have solar, and they pay more while I make money. I become a partner. I become a distributor. And these are the terminologies they say right in your application, like what they're going to do for you. You're going to become a power plant. And one day that house will be paid off, power plant will be paid off. You're paying cheaper. It's really a no-brainer once you understand the concept.
Yeah, just really quick, I appreciate your presentation, but well, there's no but I know solar salespeople have, not the best reputation. They, have been known to be aggressive and, putting pressure on people. So you obviously seem to have a lot of knowledge and
Absolutely.
you have a nice presence
Thank
too. You seem friendly, so I hope you continue with that approach with the neighbors. So you seem like you would probably help you that you're a Smithfield resident, so. Thank you.
Absolutely. I got 3 daughters. I'm not sure if you did your due diligence on me, but I have a very friendly website. I have a 7, 9, 8. She just turned 8 on the 16th, but 8, 9, a 16-year-old girls, and I have a 19-year-old son that runs a power washing company that started his own business at 18, graduated honors at the Met High School. So we're just the entrepreneurs in my household, and I understand how Smithfield is a great town. Like, it's one of the best towns in Rhode Island and the best industries. And just even when it snowed, like my road was clean for the first time in years. Like, I could drive. I moved here, my
Okay.
insurance went down for my house and my cars. And I just can't believe every day I drive on Maple Crest Drive and I look around and it's a one-way street and it says acres. And I worked hard for that. 'Cause I used to live in the basement with one exit. And, I came from a real hard background. And I believe I'm self-made, I'm Black owned. I have an A+ rating with the BBB, no complaints, 5-star reviews. I just love America, and I'm gonna work hard to the day I die, and I'm gonna believe in God every day, and I'm gonna do the right thing because there's only one way to live, and that's doing it right. And that's why I named my company Do It Right, to remind myself every day to stay positive, have 110% commitment to be successful, to ability to follow directions, and the desire to succeed. So that's me. I'm a very passionate guy and very emotional. I love what I do. I love my family. I love my history. I love my past, my present, my future. I love my town. I love that it's safe here. And I feel I wake up with peace of mind. I wake up no worries. I'm on next door every day. I see people. This guy, I met him like my first time I moved into my house. This guy's like, yo, I renovated your house. I used to be at your house and da-da-da-da-da. And I come into the gas station, him and his buddies in there talking. They all with me. They don't even know me. They're just so cool. And I come in with my robe on early in the morning.
I tell you, hang on. You're digging yourself a hole here. You're digging yourself a hole.
Clothes on in my time stuff, but
I'd like to take a motion to accept the application.
yeah, let's not take
Best
that.
of luck, sir. You sound like you're gonna be very successful, so good luck.
Thank you. I think I'm doing the right thing.
I have to take a motion, please.
So moved.
Have a second.
Second.
All in favor? Aye, nays, ayes have it.
Hey, I
Congratulations.
like you.
Don't be hanging with Bruce. Don't be hanging with Bruce.
He's one of the he was one of the first person that approached me when I moved here, and I can never forget that face. He's very, very handsome guy right there. So
Don't go there either. Don't go there either.
Watch out, Bruce.
Okay, item E.
I'm married. I'm just I always like to show love. I like to show love, and I like
Your 3 minutes are up.
I'm out of here. I actually got an appointment in Pawtucket and then on my way home. I do want to say thank you very much. If anyone has any questions, feel free to stop at the house. My office is in my garage. My warehouse is in Hudson, Mass. Fully licensed. Check me out on Google. Check me out on my website. And I want to say peace.
Peace. Thank you.
Item E, consider discuss and act upon approving a new mobile food truck license for Michael Stroud and Team Gata BBQ to sell barbecue from a truck